Time check, it's 12:57 in the afternoon. It's still recess in the Philippine Stock Exchange. Today is November 10, 2022. This is Jaycee de Guzman of Equilyst Analytics. In this video, I'll show you my analysis for the top 5 losers as of the first half of trading. We're looking at the worst losers section on the platform of First Metro Securities. I'm using First Metro Sec Pro. To go here or to go into this section, you'll just have to click on Stats and then click on the Worst Losers tab. The 5 stocks that we will talk about are CAT, OM, ROX, LR, and PA. Note that these stocks are arranged in a descending order as far as the absolute value of their percentage change is concerned. For example, CAT is down by it's down by 15.32%, followed by OM's 14.44%. Now, I'd like to give you a heads up that when we rank these stocks according to their percentage change, most of which, knowing the Philippine Stock Exchange, or knowing the total turnover value of these PSE listed companies, expect that not all of them will have a relatively significant amount of total turnover value. For example, take a look at CAT. Although it's number 1 in the list of worst losers, its total turnover value for the first half of trading is only a measly amount worth 13,471 pesos. So if you are the kind of trader who would like to play like a 6-digit, if not a 7-digit amount for short-term trading or long-term investing purposes, definitely this is not a stock that you would like to be into, right? So this is just a small amount compared to the amount that you would like to trade for the day. But I'm recording this video not as a recommendation to monitor or trade these stocks, but for educational purposes only. So CAT, let's take a look at CAT's daily chart. It closed, no, not yet closed, but yeah, technically it closed in the first half of trading at 9.01. And I would like to plot the support and resistance as well. Support is near 8 pesos per share. The resistance is near 11.47. As far as CAT's last price is concerned, it's still a lot closer to its immediate support than the immediate resistance. However, a dead cross is already registered on its MACD histogram, meaning to say MACD already crossed below the red line of the signal line. Oops, take a look at this one. If the risk level of CAT as far as its erraticity level is concerned is already extremely high. How did I say so? Its 10-day historical volatility score is already beyond 100%. As of today's first half of trading, it's already at 155.60. That is its 10-day historical volatility score. So if you are a relatively new trader who is not yet familiar with the specific behavior of this stock, Central Azucarera de Tarlac, or CAT, then I would say, stay away from this stock and choose more volatile stocks with a 10-day historical volatility score of preferably below 50% or 50 points. Those stocks that have a 10-day historical volatility score below 50%, they don't fluctuate erratically. Unlike CAT or any stock that has a 10-day historical volatility score above 100%, they usually register gaps, if not engulfing candlesticks, which is not yet quote unquote safe for beginners who haven't mastered the individual behavior or the behavior of these individual stocks. Now, for C80's dominant range, it's bullish. Same thing with its market sentiment index. I still don't see a confirmed buy signal for C80 because the first indicator involving the last price and the 10 SMA is bearish, together with the second indicator involving the MACD, involving MACD. The third indicator involving volume is bullish, but like you already know, if you've been watching my videos, my other videos, you know that all 6 indicators need to be bullish for me to say that the stock has a confirmed buy signal. That is, of course, as far as my evergreen strategy is concerned. Okay, let's take a look at the next stock. We have OM. Closing price is at 0.325. Support is near 0.315. Resistance is near 0.37, but I'm also seeing a midterm resistance near 0.34. The first indicator is bearish. The second indicator is bullish. Volume is bearish. It's not yet halfway past the 50% of OM's 10-day volume average. How about the VWAP of OM? It's 0.33. That's not what we want to see because we prefer to see a last price that is higher than the VWAP, so that's a bearish one as well. The dominant range index and the market sentiment index are both bullish. There is no buy signal for OM, but if you are holding a position in this stock, there is no need to panic. Same thing with the previous stock that I discussed, which is CAT. As long as your trailing stop for both stocks is not hit, as long as it's intact, no need to preempt your trailing stop. But if this is the first time that you've heard the phrase trailing stop, you must backtrack and compute for your trailing stop. Who knows? You must have already sold your position several days, weeks, if not months ago, had you computed your trailing stop at the very beginning. Okay. Now, if you would like me, if you need me to train you on a one-on-one level, your option is to subscribe to my service at Equilyst Analytics. So visit equilyst.com, read everything on that homepage from top to bottom, so you will know what I have done and what I can do for you. All right, the next stock is ROX. In the first half of trading, ROX closed at 0.81. I think we need to plot an inverse or a reverse the Fibonacci so that we can identify its psychological support. And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to reverse Fibonacci. And then that is its psychological support. It's at 0.39. It's quite deep. Well, that 0.39 will only come into the picture once the historical support at 0.87 to 0.86 is broken. So that's the precursor. 0.86 to 0.87 is the precursor to 0.39, which is the golden ratio of the reversed Fibonacci. This is a down Fibonacci now. The resistance is at 1.01 to 1.02. That is if we are going to use the 0.786 line of the reversed Fibonacci. Okay, and then the next resistance is at 1.14 to 1.15. The first indicator involving the last price and the 10 SMA is bearish. MACD is also bearish. Volume is also bearish. As you can see here, I have to zoom in several times just to see where the prevailing volume bar is. Now for the VWAP, it's tied with the last price. that can still be considered bullish. But even though the dominant range index is bullish, its market sentiment index is bearish. But even so, I've already mentioned several indicators of ROX that are already bearish, so there is no confirmed buy signal for this stock. I doubt it if your trailing stop remains intact. But if that's really the case, then you may want to keep an eye on the potential on the bias for the price action to move closer towards the support at 0.81. Once the dominant range index and the market sentiment index of ROX become both bearish, I would recommend to preempt your trailing stop, because at this point it's more likely for the price to touch the support level at 0.81 or closer, if not exactly close to 0.81, if not exactly at that price point. Okay, so if you don't have a position on ROX, it's better for you to, not trade the name. If you'd like to, you can add it into your watch list. But if I were you, I'm not even going to add ROX in my watch list. Because why? What's my reason? Because its total traded value is far from being attractive. Take a look at this. In the first half of trading, only 1,620 pesos have been traded for this name. That's very boring. What if you're trading money? What if your play money or your trading capital costs about $500,000 or 1 million? What are you going to do with that? If it's only if less than 2,000 pesos have been traded only for this name for the first half of today's trading. If that's not boring, what is? I don't know what is. Okay, now, by the way, I haven't shown you yet the dominant range index and the market sentiment index charts of those first three stocks that I have discussed. So this is the dominant range index of CAT. This is its market sentiment index chart. By the way, I generate these charts using my proprietary chart generator. You will not see these charts in any platform of any online broker in the Philippines, not even outside the Philippines, for the basic reason that they are proprietary, of course. That's for OM, and this is the market sentiment index of OM. Now for ROX, see that? Only the price point at 0.81 has been traded for today. And I think it's just a cross trade between two First Metro Securities clients. Now for LR, let me show you that in advance. This is LR's dominant range index. As you can see here, the concentration is closer to the intraday low than the intraday high. So even without checking or seeing the stats for the dominant range index of LR, I can already say that it's a bearish dominant range index. Here's LR's market sentiment index. Trading is dominated by First Metro Securities as clients, followed by COL Financials. Okay, let's take a look at LR's daily chart. Okay, so it already broke the previous support level at 2.64, which is now acting as its immediate resistance. The new support is at 2.18, but I prefer to use a Fibonacci when the chart, looks like this. So this is the support level that I'm going to follow instead, which is at 2.35 in confluence with the golden ratio, or the 61.8% retracement of the up Fibonacci. This one right here. See this? Let me plot a line there, a horizontal line. There you go. 2.36 as a precursor to 2.14. We can actually adjust this one so that it will be in confluence with the 0.5% retracement of the up Fibonacci. The first indicator is bearish. The last price is lower than the 10 SMA. MACD is also bearish. Volume is bullish. But the risk level, erraticity wise, or as far as the price fluctuation is concerned, is already high. It's about to cross the 100% of the 10-day historical volatility score. If and when that happens, then ILR will have an extremely high risk or high erraticity score. It won't it will all the more become a non-newbie friendly stock, so to say. So LR, take a look at this. So I was right. LR's dominant range index is bearish. The last price in connection with the VWAP is also bearish. Market sentiment index is bullish, however, but that's not a sign that it's already good to buy the dips of LR. It's for me, it's better to wait for the DAS to settle down. Let's see if it will respect the support near 2.36. If it does not, then let's wait some more near 2.13. Once we see signs that it's already respecting a support level by not breaking below that level, then we will need to reassess the situation by rechecking the status of those 6 indicators that I am checking. If we see a confirmed buy signal, then that's the rightful time for you to top up if you already hold a position on that stock. If not, that's the time for you to compute for your initial trailing stop as well as your reward to risk ratio. You can use my initial trailing stop and reward to risk ratio calculators on my website. I have programmed those for you already for your convenience. You will find them on the resources tab or resources menu of my website, and then click on calculators, and then you will find the trailing stop calculator and the reward to risk ratio calculator, as well as other trading calculators. Use them, it's free. Okay, last in our list we have PA. Okay, PA closed in the first half of trading at 1.85. I would like to use a Fibonacci, a down Fibonacci here to identify. But hold on, let me compress the chart to see if we will find some historical support levels. Nope. If I have to compress it that much for several years just to find a historical support, I'd rather plot a down Fibonacci to identify psychological support levels. Okay, not this one. Okay, this is the Fibonacci. I'd like to start plotting the line from here up to here. Anyway, we're just after an estimate. There's no compulsory method as to where you should plot your the beginning of the Fibonacci, the starting line. Okay, now let's see where the 61.8% extension is. So it is at 1.41. So once the price breaks below 1.82, the risk of seeing PA getting closer to 1.41 is possible. But it looks like it's trying to respect the support level at 1.82. So let's see. It's currently at 1.85. We can say that 1.96, which is confluent with the 78.6% retracement of the down Fibonacci as the resistance level, followed by 2.07, which is confluent with the 61.8% retracement of the down Fibonacci, followed by, what number is this? 2.15, followed by 2.22 before 2.32. So those are the support and resistance levels of PA using Fibonacci. The first indicator involving the last price and the 10 SMA is bearish. MACD is bullish. Volume, on the other hand, is relatively slim. So the third indicator is bearish. How about the VWAP? 1.83. Okay, it's bullish. However, the dominant range index is bearish. Have I shown you already? I think I've not shown you the dominant range index. So this is it. As you can see here, the price point at 1.82 got the biggest volume and the highest number of trades. So that already explains why the dominant range index is bullish. The concentration is in the intraday low. So this is the market sentiment index of PA. All right, so obviously it's already expected that CAT, OM, ROX, LR, and PA won't have a confirmed buy signal as far as my evergreen strategy is concerned, but I've decided to just record this video so that you'll know where the support and resistance levels that I'm looking at are, and that you can also you can also hear my sentiment, my data-driven sentiment for these 5 top losers as of the first half of trading on November 10, 2022, Thursday. So if you have questions, you may comment on my video. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you will receive a notification every time I upload a new video. I've made it a commitment now to do my best to upload at least 1, if not 2 videos every day, if not every other day on this YouTube channel for free. If you have questions, you may comment. And if you would like to have a one-on-one training with me, your option is to subscribe to my stock market consultancy service at Equilyst.com. You can see my trade calls for 2021 on the homepage, and you will find on the homepage as well my trading style, my investment methodology and philosophy. And if you'd like to watch my previous videos, you can go to the resources tab of Equilyst.com, and then you click on the analysis section. Then you'll find all of my more or less 1,000 videos or analysis that I have recorded and written, documented on this website. You can also use the search feature of my website if you would like to find if I have analyzed a certain stock already. But of course, if they are previously published articles or videos, don't expect to find my latest analysis as of today's trading in those posts, of course. Okay, so I wish to have you as one of my clients so that I can have a one-on-one training with you, so that I can train you on a one-on-one level. And so you can also use your stock analysis credit so that you can email me directly and ask for my analysis on any PSE listed company. And I'm going to send my analysis through email before the start of the next trading day. All right, so this has been Jaycee de Guzman of Equilyst Analytics, helping you learn how to preserve your capital, protect your gains, and prevent unbearable losses.